What's going on, everybody? And I hope you're enjoying your Friday afternoon so far. NYG Jeffy T85 here, and the New York Mets are on this thing what we like to call a winning streak. Yes, the Mets are actually on a winning streak right now, and a lot of it has to do with the fact that they've gotten a good pitching performance yesterday for the first time from Tylor Megill. And the Mets ended up winning their game yesterday by the final score of 3-2. And they take the series from the Tampa Bay Rays 2-1. And now they're just a game away from being at 500. Tylor Megill actually had a pretty good pitching game. 6 innings, gave up 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 walk. He did give up a home run, though, in the game. Overall, he gave up that home run to Lowe in the bottom of the 6th. The top of the 6th inning. But otherwise that, Megill actually had himself a pretty good pitch game. And that's exactly what the New York Mets needed. That's exactly what the New York Mets have been asking for. And that's exactly what the New York Mets got from Tylor Megill. And also, Mets got a couple of RBIs on a ground out by Baty in the bottom of the 1st inning. And they had a home run by Pete Alonso in the bottom of the 4th. To give the Mets a 2-1 lead. Then Lowe hit that home run and tied in the top of the 6th to make it 2-2. But then Pham played hero in the bottom of the 6th inning. And he was able to get the big infield single in the bottom of the 6th inning to knock in Jeff McNeil. Gave the Mets the 3-2 lead. And then the Mets bullpen went out there and they got the job done in 3 scoreless innings by Brooks Raley, Jeff Brigham, and David Robertson to close it out. And the Mets were able to secure the victory. Is it nice to see baseball being played at the right way? And it took this long, but finally the New York Mets are starting to play like the baseball team that a lot of Mets fans were waiting to see. And the best part is, not just the hitting, the pitching performance by Tylor Megill is exactly what this Mets team has been looking for. A pitching performance like that. To go out there and get the job done when they needed it to be. That's exactly what this team needed, was that type of pitching performance by Tylor Megill. Giving the team 6 innings and only giving up 2 runs. And the bullpen just being able to go out there and lock it down and close it out to finish off this series. Good job by the New York Mets. Sincerely, this is what they needed to do. Mets needed to go out there and start getting back on the right track. Alonso is starting to heat up now with the bat. It's a couple of games in a row where he's had home runs. Obviously, he had the big game-winning home run yesterday against the Rays that won the game in the bottom of the 10th inning with that 3-run home run. And then yesterday, he ended up getting that big home run as well to put the Mets up 2-1. And then obviously, Pham came out later and was able to take care of business against the Tampa Bay Rays, one of the best teams in Major League Baseball. This was a big series win for the New York Mets. They needed something like this to happen because of the amount of uncertainty around this organization right now. And they needed to come out and have this type of performance and have this type of win. And now they've won 2 in a row. And they're going to be taking on the Cleveland Guardians, who are not a good baseball team at all. They're not. This team is also under 500, and they've been struggling with their pitching. They've been struggling with their hitting. They've been struggling just in general, and the Mets need to go out there and they need to take care of business. Go out there and take care of business against a team that you are better than, a team you have a better record than, you have more talent than. Go out there and beat the Guardians. Plain and simple. Don't waste any time. This is exactly what the doctors ordered. This is exactly what the New York Mets needed, was a victory like this. And they ended up getting the victory when it was needed to be. Mets are now 22-23, and Carlos Carrasco has been out since April 18th with elbow inflammation. Will make his return to the mound, and he's going to be looking to see if he can right the ship. And what was, before he got hurt, a very rough start for his season, where he was 0-2 with an 8.56 ERA. So Carrasco is going to get the opportunity against a Guardians lineup that, let's just be real, is not that great. he's going to have the opportunity to really turn things around and get his season going in the right direction going into tonight's game at CitiField. Hit that like button if you haven't already and give a sub to NYGJeffyT85. More news updates, chatter, and game recaps surrounding the New York Mets. Turn on the bell for notifications of the next video or short dropping on the channel surrounding the New York Mets. If you enjoy the video and the content, don't be afraid to hit a super thanks at the bottom. Shows your love and appreciation and support for the channel. Thank you guys always for the support you give me, and let me know in the comment section what you thought about yesterday's Mets victory against the Tampa Bay Rays. And now the Mets are just one game away from getting to 500. And oh, what a beautiful thing it is to see the Mets finally starting to play better baseball, pitching, hitting, fundamentals, coaching decisions. Let's see if they can continue this tonight and make this a 3-game winning streak and get back to 500 and see if this is going to be the start of this turnaround for the Amazons heading into this weekend 3-game series against the Cleveland Guardians. Thank you very much, everybody. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your Friday. Take it easy, and as always, let's go New York Mets. All you got to do is you got to believe in those boys from Queens.